Thanks for watching Blitz. I'm Brian Carter here at Rabun County High School with Jaybo Shaw. Talk all things Wildcats. Always appreciate you having me up here in Tiger to talk about the Wildcats.
You're always welcome, man. Thank you for
Appreciate that, man. I know you guys, when you set out for a goal, you guys were relentless about it. And that goal has been, first and foremost, to play for and win a state title here at Rabun County. And that's something you guys don't shy away from at all. Knowing that this year's one that you've circled for quite a while, how much more of that has that kind of ramped up this summer?
Well, I think it starts with we talk about it often. I know a bunch of people have different philosophies, and I tell our team pressure's a privilege, and we've put ourselves into, we have high expectations, we have high goals, and we're going to do everything in our power to try and reach them. And we've got such a senior-led football team with 21 seniors, and them leading us the way we need to be going.
Yeah.
And it's just been a lot of fun since February when we started our winter workout program, to see where we're at now, and then finally get to go play somebody else.
Yeah. And last year, looking at, you brought in Adriel Clark, and he had a heck of a year, and Gunner made that a little easy for him.
Yeah.
But obviously the question surrounding the program, people on the outside looking in, wondering like, okay, Adriel's gone. Who's going to be those guys to step up at the receiving court? And you bring in guys like all-state players like Jaden Gibson and Baxley O'Brien. How pivotal are those additions to achieving that goal that you want to accomplish?
Yeah, I mean, those two players are really good high school football players that's had experience before and have played a lot of football. And then you throw that on top of guys that's been in our program for a long time now: Tate Ramey, Hogan Woodard, Ethan Clark, Hunter Moore, Corey Keller, Willie Goodwin. That position is one of our strengths going into this year, and it's going to be they have high expectations in their position group and what they want to achieve this year. So it'll be a lot of fun to watch, and I know we're all excited to see them compete.
Yeah, and I know you said that you talk about it often, what the expectations are here. You mentioned 21 seniors. Bringing back roughly 19 starters from last year. So what needs to be said, if anything? I mean, do you have to go over team goals? Do you have to go over expectations, or do these guys at this point just know what the deal is?
Yeah, I mean, everybody in our program knows what our expectations are and knows what our goals are, and a player-led team is always better than a coach-led team, and we're very fortunate that right now those guys are leading us, and they want to achieve it just as much as anybody.
Yeah.
And so they're doing everything in their power to lead us the right way and putting our best foot forward and taking it in stride, whether good or bad, and how we handle adversity, and we're going to strike it back. And I couldn't handpick 21 better seniors to lead our football team than what we've got right now.
Yeah, and I certainly don't want you to throw shade at any other group you've been a part of, because you've been a part of some amazing teams, amazing programs. But how special, if you can even put it into words, is this senior class?
It feels like they've been around here for a long, long time, and they have, going back to Little League, to a middle school program, to coming up all the way through. It's a special class, and they've been playing ball together since they were playing in the youth league in this area, and it's a lot of fun. You see them grow up, not just on the football field, but when they get their license. And, just the whole deal. You see them literally grow up in front of your eyes, and I know they mean the world to our coaching staff, and they hold a very special place in my heart. And it's going to be fun just to watch them compete and represent Rabun County.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, last year we talked about the crazy ordeal you had with the schedule and just how it was crumbling, and you just had to keep piecing it together to get through. This year, it's like you had a lot more time to spend to think about it, and man, you put together one of the toughest non-region schedules I think I've ever seen. Talk about that process and that mindset, and kind of coming up with those games and how that fits into the goal that you have.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is it's not to necessarily win. Everybody wants to win every game.
Sure.
And competing, and you play the game to win. But it's all about, are you playing your right football at the right time? Are you prepared when we hopefully get into the playoffs and make a playoff run? Are you prepared? Have you seen the things that you need to see to get addressed and get fixed before you reach that point, before it's too late to fix it and you're done playing? So, we're going to play some of the best coaching staffs, best football teams in multiple different things. One of the best option team in the state of Georgia. And then you turn around and look at Pierce. They won it last year in 3A. And then obviously Elka, the 2 South Carolina schools, and then Pace Academy. That's won it since, I think, 2015 they won it. So, prepared in a lot of different ways, a lot of different schemes, whether it's spread, option, power I, same on defense. And then playing in some hostile environments.
Yeah.
Playing at Jefferson, playing at Elka, playing at a Pierce.
Playing the ESPN game.
Yeah, playing the ESPN game again at home. I think it's all my job is to help prepare this football team to be ready to play when it matters the most and be prepared. So we're excited about the challenge. Got great respect for those coaching staffs that we're going to play and their football teams, and they do it the right way. And we'll go out there and see where the chips fall and compete and represent Rabun County and get after it.
Yeah, and the only thing that when I look at the team and just covering it and being around it for so long, the only concern I have really has nothing to do with anything you can control, and that's your region schedule. And so it just is what it is. No one gets control over their region, but certainly the competition ramps down at that point. I know you're not probably as worried about that, but have you put any thought, I'm sure you have, into making sure the guys don't get acclimated into playing just 3 quarters so that then they have to ramp back up into playoff time?
Well, I think number one, I think our region is going to be a lot better. I think with Coach Jarvis and another year of him there, we all know his success at Mill Creek and what he was able to accomplish, and that's going back home for him to Elbert. So, they're going to be improved and they're going to be a lot better, and that's not going to be the same Elbert team as last year. Same with Coach Reed at Banks and Coach Perry at Union. All our region teams are going to be better, and our region will continue to get better and better. And it's in Riverside coming in. Don't know a lot about them and what they'll have, but again, that region, our region will continue to get better. I got great respect for our region and those coaching staffs in our region, those teams in our regions, because anything can happen on a Friday night. We don't take anything lightly here, and we'll see where it falls in the end. And I think to answer your question, I think the leadership of our seniors, I think that plays a huge part of understanding what our goals are, and if it's 4 quarters, 8 quarters, whatever they tell us, however many play, we're going to play, and let's roll. And put our best foot forward. So I think it goes back to our leaders and our leadership and how we handle those situations.
Now, don't have to get into the weeds on your offense and your defense because it's very well documented. We're talking over 44 points a game last year, and I believe under 18 points a game allowed on defense. Is there? I'm sure you're a coach that makes sure there's always room for improvement. How have those two sides gotten better since last year?
Well, I think just again the experience that we had last year, playing in some tough environments, playing in a big time game on television, and not playing the best towards the end of the year, that last game we played. I think just the experience that our team brings back and on offense, defense, and special teams, I think the experience that we bring back is hard to be duplicated and hard to overlook. And, I'm very pleased where we're at right now, but we've got a long way to go to get to where we want to be come mid to late December. But I'm happy where we're at offensively and defensively and special teams wise. We got a lot to work on, but we've got some time and we'll keep grinding and see where it all falls.
All right, a little bit of a lighter question for you, and that is one that has to do with the community. And you're a community-minded coach. You always have that in the forefront of everything you do and representing Rabun County and everything. But recently, as of this week, named number 7 in the nation in terms of what Max Preps has called small town programs. What does that mean to get that kind of recognition here at Rabun County?
I think it's the credit goes to our players, our community, our administration, just everybody that's had a hand in helping get this football program to where it's at today. By no means is it just me. It's this coaching staff that's here, the past players, past coaches, administration, past administration. Just the list can go on and on. And it's not just an accomplishment for this football team and they got the ranking, yes. But I think that's a long time building up
Sure.
to this
A lot
point.
of culture. Yeah.
And a lot of guys have done a lot of things to help continue laying a strong foundation and building it brick by brick and keep going. So just, I didn't even know that. And it's I take great pride in it.
Yeah.
And so proud to represent Rabun County. And we take great pride in it and what it means to represent Rabun County. What does it mean to be from Rabun County and what we stand for and what's important to us. And so that's awesome, and we appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, Coach, wish you the best of luck, man. Can't wait to watch all of it unfold this year. It's
Yeah.
gonna be an awesome season.
It's
Thank
going to
you
be
so
fun.
much.
Thank you, Brian. Thanks for all you do.
Yes, sir.